time for O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson.
Unbelievable, big old beans.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson is presented each week by CBA. It's just a better gun.
Hello again, everyone. I'm O'Neill Williams, and welcome to our program. Very, very special show today. A fellow inside, his name's Jim Hester. He's going to take us in the Governor's Gun Club. It is the finest, most complete, most enjoyable family destination in all of the shooting sports I've ever seen before. It's called the Governor's Gun Club. Do yourself a favor and stay right there. I'm going inside and you're coming along. Now that I have you set up to view the Governor's Gun Club, I have Jim to explain it all. Give us what we're going to see.
Well, O'Neill, you're standing in one of the world's largest and certainly the most advanced indoor sporting shooting facility. It's 90,000 square feet.
Listen, 90,000.
That's correct.
Yeah, okay.
That's correct. So within these walls, we have America's first indoor skeet and trap range.
Hold on a second. 15 degrees and raining this coming winter, I can come here as a member and shoot skeet and 5-stand and trap.
Absolutely. Our ranges are 70 degrees and clear every day of the year.
Okay, what's next?
Then in addition to that, we have 32 indoor pistol and rifle ranges. Mm-hmm. We have a 20-yard archery simulator. We have a 30-yard indoor field. And then we have 3 100-yard underground lanes with some of the highest technology targeting system to be found.
Okay, so this is where you'd come and sight in for next year's deer hunting season, whatever.
Absolutely, and again, it's 70 degrees and clear in that range every day.
Sure is, okay. Now, a point I want to invade everything that we're talking about today, everything that you see. This is not just for hardcore shooters.
Absolutely not. This is a family. This is for families come and enjoy their day. Our Full Metal Jacket Club upstairs features 5-star dining and just a wonderful experience for the family.
Will I get to do that today?
Yeah, we'll get you something to eat later on.
They cook on big green eggs up there.
They do.
This is I want to congratulate you, may I?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
This is wonderful.
It's an honor for us to have you today.
Well, hold on to your hat now. We're about to get started.
O'Neill Outside with Travis Johnson, brought to you by your Southeast Toyota dealer. Let's go places. Bill Jordan's Realtree, family, friends, and the outdoors. The Whitetail Institute of North America, research equals results. The Furminator, best food plot implement on earth. Conus, shoot like a pro. Tough Shed, premier builder of sheds and garages. And by Zach Brown's Southern Grind Knives. Only the best make the cut.
Jim, embellish, if you will. Explain what's going on in that room back there with the shotgun.
That's the only indoor skeet and trap range in America.
Really?
Yes.
What? This is the only one of its kind in America?
That's correct.
Where else would you have to go to shoot in this facility like this?
Germany. That's the only other one in the world.
Okay.
So
how big is it?
37,000 square feet.
Okay. Fabulous. And you don't need to be intimidated by the fact you don't go here to do this every day. It's fun.
It is fun, and it's usually families that come out and shoot it. It's a humbling sport.
Oh, yes, indeed.
So we can shoot all of the disciplines. We can shoot skeet, trap, international trap, bunker trap, and 5-stand.
Okay. This is a family deal. Hey, let's go shooting today.
It is.
Okay.
And we have rental shotguns, so you don't even have to own a gun.
Oh, okay. And you got shells. Everything's ready to go.
Everything's ready to go. All I need is you.
Okay. What's going on with the technology and the little screens there in front of people I was watching?
Well, it's funny you would ask about that because we're the only range in America that has electronic scoring.
So you immediately know whether you hit it or not, whether you see it and then you know.
That's correct, but everybody else knows, so you need to be good.
Well, that does make it fun.
And we're one of 3 ranges in America that have 33 trap machines in the bunker.
Okay. That's that long row of...
That's right. That's
Okay.
exactly right. So I can theoretically shoot 10 trap shooters at one time.
Oh, this is going to be so popular. You better be a member now.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely need to be a member now. Another fabulous feature of the Governor's Gun Club is where we are now, and we are.
We're underground. This is our underground 100 yards range. So you shoot through a 30-inch tube. At 100 yards away, there is a self-healing target. In that target, there are 4 microphones. Those microphones triangulate the sound of the bullet as it goes through, and then it shows you where you hit on this computer screen within 1/1000th of an inch.
Oh, how many people can shoot at any given time?
We have 3 lanes. All of them are available at up to 8mm Mauser.
Okay.
The 3rd lane, you actually have a table that drops, and you can shoot in a prone position.
That echo is quite a surprise. What is that?
It was to us as well. What happens is the report of the gun goes down the 100-yard tube. It has no place to go, so it returns, and then it goes back. And it does that until all of the energy is gone from the round.
What a great demonstration it is, the power within that little shell.
It is. It truly
And
is.
the explosion that's going off and it traveling downrange.
Exactly.
Oh, terrific. So now, when I get ready for deer season, or the audience does, or they just want to just shoot,
Absolutely.
they don't have to call the neighborhood. They don't have to go 60 miles out in the country. They just show up here at the Governor's Gun Club, and it's available to them as
That's right.
non-members.
That's correct.
Okay, and they can try out their new or existing rifle on this wonderful range of 100 yards.
All the way up to an 8mm Mauser.
Oh, this is a big deal.
Yeah, it's big boy guns.
Yeah, big boy guns is
Yes.
right here. Man, don't we have some great products to cover the scent? We've got clothes wash like Cloak, we've got sprays, we've got everything. It's wonderful, it's great, okay? How about your boots? Do you ever negate the smell of that? You've been wading in the creek, you got mud on them, went through the barn, whatever the case might be. The inside of the boots smell like your feet, but you can take care of that. Borax, a tablespoon after the hunting trip, sprinkle it inside the boot, leave it there till you put it on the next time, and it won't stink. And that's a CONUS hunting tip of the week, and a darn good one.
This portion of O'Neill Outside is presented by the Georgia Department of Tourism and Economic Development, the Georgia Department of Natural Resources Wildlife Resources Division, and Georgia State Parks and Historic Sites.
Plenty about the gun club, but there's a great deal more than that. Look around, we're in the archery area.
We absolutely are. This is a 30-yard indoor field. And to circle back to the family environment, lots and lots of families are here and use this range. It's used just continuously, and we have a USA Archery certified instructor.
So you can find out what your interest level is by coming in and getting instructed about it.
Absolutely. We have children that come in for lessons every weekend.
Okay, and women too.
Absolutely.
The family. Next door with the animals and all that, what do you call that?
That's a Techno Hunt archery simulator. So the way that works is you bring your bow and arrows in. We take the ends off of your arrows and put ours on. Then there's 600 different animals that they can shoot at, and there's lasers in front of the target. So it shows you where you hit and it scores you.
Okay. So you get to practice, but it's non-consumptive. You really don't kill anything.
That's exactly right. No.
Oh, let's talk about this for a second. Hold on. Whose idea was all of this?
Bert and Christina Brown.
I'm amazed.
They're working on this for about 8 years now.
I mean, this just that, oh, let's just open up a gun club. We'll open next week.
Yeah, no.
No.
Lots of planning.
8 years.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And people come from all over the country.
They do. They do. We had a group of Coast Guard guys to fly up, came over here in their flight suits and spent the day with us.
Okay, that was from Louisiana,
It was, that's correct.
People coming here from Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
Florida?
Yes, sir.
Put the Governor's Gun Club on your trip list.
We're a destination.
Yes, you are. About that.
We have 16 15-yard handgun only lanes and 16 25-yard handgun and rifle lanes.
If you know O'Neill, you know I just cannot stop talking. I love to teach people about things and to remind you just little tips here and there that can make the hunting experience either more productive, more memorable. So let's talk just a couple of things. In your backpack, you go to great lengths that your clothes are scent free, and we're going to talk about that, but then you carry an old backpack that smells the same. All right, spray the backpack too, okay, because it's the whitetail guy's nose that keeps him alive. Number two, here's something. A flashlight. Simple mechanism. Do you have a good one? I've heard it so often, people say, I don't even carry a flashlight. I can get into the stand and I can get out of the stand and walk back to camp without a flashlight. If you can do that without a flashlight safely, that means you're going to the stand too late and you're leaving too early. You should go into the stand when it's completely dark, and you should leave the stand when it's completely dark, okay? You have to have a good flashlight. This is a good one. They're cheap now and they're really good. One of the things that people neglect to put in their backpack that they are going to need possibly, a piece of rope. Infinitely valuable. You don't know what's going to happen. Put some rope in your backpack. Then two, we go to great lengths about our clothing, our scent-free. I use a cloak, okay? Here's a tip. Before you wash and dry in cloak, Gail says, wash and dry a load of towels in that process. That takes the scent away from the other clothing that you've been using in that washer and dryer. It will remove that. The number one defense mechanism for the white-tailed deer is his nose. The clothes that you wear that day should not have been worn before without being washed in cloak, and they should not have been stored in a closet with other clothes or in a drawer with other clothes. Your camo belongs in a plastic bag after it's been washed and dried. And those are some tips that may get you an extra deer. What the heck? Then you're doing everything you need to.
We have more from O'Neill and Travis, but first, let's thank these sponsors. Works Power Share. Share batteries, save money. QDMA, where deer hunters belong. Fire Aid. Don't fight fires, extinguish them. Year One, your source for muscle car parts. Rugged Ridge, your Jeep, your adventure. And by Thorogood, over 125 styles of job-fitted footwear, proudly made in the USA since 1892. Now, let's join O'Neill for some flavorful cooking with Swaggerty's Farm sausage.
I love kebabs, don't you? Well, here's a way to take them up to the next level and really make them special. Think about this now. Sausage is not just for breakfast anymore, and so you can place it inside the recipe for kebabs. Now, I'm using the Swaggerty's Premium Sausage Links, and you can use the all natural, and you can use maple, or you can use the mild ones, but here it all fits together. Doesn't this look great? So, using the links, green peppers, cherry tomatoes, mushrooms, squash. Let's go another round. What do you say? Another link, another Swaggerty's Premium Link, mushroom. Let's fill it up. I really do love this stuff. Green pepper. I lost my mushroom. And the cherry tomato. Now, you top all that off by brushing on olive oil, soy sauce, and garlic. And you know, I'm kind of this way. If a little bit is good, a lot is probably going to be better. You will notice, I promise, you try this, I promise you will notice the difference using the Swaggerty's Premium Sausage Links versus what you have used in the past. You can place, ooh my goodness, look at this. And I do it like this. Sweet, huh? Doesn't take long. I'll show you in a moment what it looks like. Look at this kebab. It's really great. You should give it a try. Recipe's easy. Go to swaggertys.com or o'neilloutside.com. You can be reminded there. Time for the Zach Brown Southern Grind Knife guest book question this week from Carl Matthews in Morristown, Tennessee. He says, I really enjoy your show and your radio program. It's a good way to start, isn't it? To get it picked. He says he lives in Tennessee and they have some big deer, but he notices on the show that the ones in the upper Midwest are bigger. Why is that? Well, a couple of things. Number one, all antlered animals are larger the further away they are from the equator. They have to be bigger to withstand the cold. And then secondly, too, in North America, there are 36 subspecies of white-tailed deer. The ones in the Midwest, well, they're farm-raised almost. That's just a different critter, that's all. If you'd like to be awarded a Zach Brown Southern Grind Jackal Black and Tan knife for you to keep forever, then visit o'neilloutside.com right there on the home page. If we use your question or comment on the air, Zach Brown will send you the knife and you'll enjoy it. Aren't you glad you came along? The Governor's Gun Club, the Gun Tree Club. Now let's review what we've seen today. Permit me. Indoor skeet trap 5-stand.
Yes.
100-yard rifle range. Electronic simulation targeting perfect. Okay.
Exactly.
Archery targeting. Archery big game simulator. What do you call that thing?
It's a techno hunt archery simulator.
Okay. And finally, before we got up here, and I got to tell you about that. Wow. The pistol range.
Very popular.
Oh, it's got to be off the chart for that.
It is.
Okay.
And again, for families.
Oh yeah, everybody shows up.
Right.
Spend the day here.
Correct.
Okay. Non-consumptive. You get to play with this all day and come back and do it again.
Tomorrow. Hope you will.
All right. And finally, what do you call this magnificent facility?
We're in the Full Metal Jacket, high brass, copper jacket restaurant.
And you cook on?
The Big Green Eggs.
You betcha. You got to make plans. The Governor's Gun Club. Say hello to Jim while you're here.
Wish you would.
Okay. And look for me. I'm walking around here somewhere. Well, I want to give you a tip. Over the next few weeks, you're going to see an awful lot of Travis Johnson in Texas. It seems like all you have to do out there is pull off on the side of the road, and there are deer, and there are turkey, and there are hogs, and coyotes, and they're everywhere. He can't stand it. So he lives out there in Texas now, and you'll be seeing a lot of Travis over the next few weeks.
Golly.
Woo!
You have a good flight? Yeah. Let's get after it.
That's what you get. That's a pretty antelope right there, girl.
I mean, and he'd walk, and he'd be, and then we'd see there was one behind.
That's what I'm talking about. I swear that gets me more fired up.
Man, you got 4,000 pictures because it's cows.
Same deer.
Met you yet. Dakota. Danny Pierce. Dakota. Nice to meet you. Now this, you got a nice one too, right?
I did.
Before I leave you today, I'm excited to tell you about a book. It's called O'Neill Outside, People and Places Along the Way, 65 Years in the Outdoors. It's not a how-to book. It's my stories and my adventures. I hope you'll enjoy it. I know that you will. $1 of every sale goes to the Ronnie Thames Foundation for children burn victims. It'll be worthwhile. If you don't like the book, I'll send you your money back. Visit o'neilloutside.com, click on the book cover. You'll be directed as to how to buy it.